Welcome and welcome back, friends and fans to the channel. This is Nihilo here with you, doing our video about Guardian Druids and Island Expeditions, because as I'm sure you know, the patch for 8.3 comes out on January 14th. The raid is not out until the 28th, which means Island Expeditions are going to be one of the, if not the most productive thing that you're going to be able to be doing with your time outside of the visions and any of the other new content that we have coming with the patch. I hope you all are doing very well. It's very nice to see you. So with that, let's just hop right into it. So, Island Expeditions as a Guardian Druid. Fast, Monka-S, and fun. Starting off with your talents, you're going to be wanting to use Brambles, mainly to make sure you get the tag on everything, because Alliance are around the map. And your whole goal here is to do just one big, quick pull, which means you need to pump out as much damage as you possibly can in that time, and Brambles is going to help you do that. Next up is Wild Charge, mainly just as a utility to help get you out of any tight corners you might get put into, and just to continually create extra space between you and the trash you pull, because a lot of the mobs in these things, as I'm sure you know, some of them have a pretty nasty CC. They got stuns. Probably the most annoying ones are the frost bolts, because it just slows you down and you don't want to get out of travel form because you're going to lose your mount speed. If you get out of travel form and you go back in, you're not going to move as fast as you did before you were in combat. Next up is balance affinity, lending more toward the goal of just doing as much damage as you possibly can in the shortest amount of time, just to melt this big giant pull that you're going to do and get in and out of the island. Ideally in about 3 minutes or so. That's kind of where you want to keep your runs. Like the 3 to 4 minutes is fine. 2 minutes is fantastic, but we're also going to have some slightly changed scaling going from 8.2 to 8.3, so we'll see how it turns out. But if you're doing 3 to 4 minute islands, you're making a pretty good pace. Anyways, next up is Typhoon. That row is not really a big deal. I use it just to create some extra space between casters here and there if I need to. Not really used that much. Next up is Incarnation, though. This is the big juicy part of Island Expeditions, is again, because it's the last time I say it, but your goal is to just do a big giant pull, stack it up, and then just pump it down. And Incarnation is going to help you do that, as well as helping you make sure that you have threat on everything, because you don't want the DPS that you're with dying to something is very silly threat. And then Earth Warden, this row, again, like Typhoon, it's not really going to have much of an impact on the expedition. You could take Survival of the Fittest, just help maybe squeeze in like an extra bark skin, maybe 2 throughout the island. So that's up to you. And then the bottom row, Random Tear, of course, because it's going to just make Incarnation that much more powerful. Now to essences. The major that you're going to use is Anima. This is the only aspect of the game that I like Anima. I don't like it anywhere else. I don't like it in keys. I don't like it in PvP. Some people like it. Have at it. I don't. I think it's trash. But you do you. But in Islands, Anima is pog as fuck. You stack everything up. You pop your Empowered Proximity Potion. You pop Incarnation. And you pop Anima. And just the damage is yours. You literally see chunks of every single health bar just melt in front of you as you pop Anima, and you just thrash everything down. It's really cool and a lot of fun. Next up, you're going to want to be minoring Aegis, of course, because you're going to have the full stacks of that for most of the short pull here. And 700 verse, which will also be going up with your neck, is huge. And then your other minor will be Conflict and Strife. Alternative options for these, if you don't quite have those yet, Null Barrier would be fine. Sphere of Suppression ain't bad. So anyways, majoring Anima and then minoring Aegis and Conflict and Strife ideally. I mentioned the Empowered Proximity Potions because this is 1800 agility as long as you keep enough mobs around it to keep it as a full stack. Keeping in mind that it is a reactive potion, so you really want to pop that as soon as you stack things up and you get on them to kill them, because if your DPS is absolutely insane and you drop it down to like 3 or 4 mobs, you're going to lose some of the 1800 agility that you get from that pop. But chances are you're going to have the max benefit for most of the pull at least, so that's nice. Make sure you got health pots as well too, as a little oh shit button. The only time you really need these is if you have an island with a lot of mobs with a lot of really heavy CC, but those are kind of few and far between. And lastly, the Heirloom PvP Trinket, the inherited insignia of the Horde. You cannot wear PvP trinkets in Island Expeditions, but you can wear this. I wear it pretty much all the time now just because it helps me get out of a 4 to 6 second stun that some of these mobs can throw on you. And as a tank, when you've got everything chasing you, especially if you're near the end of your pull when you're about to stack, you do not want to be caught with your pants down. Highly recommend this. Not absolutely necessary, but it's handy in a pinch. Anyways, that's it for me, bros. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope it's helpful. Hope you enjoy 8.3. Lots more videos to come, as well as guides for Guardian, Feral, and Balance. Be sure to keep your eyes out for those by hitting that subscribe button. Throw a like on the video if you'd be so kind. You can catch me on Twitch most days of the week over at twitch.tv/NihilloTheBear. And with that, y'all take it easy, and I'll see you next time.